Hey, how's it going, guys? This is Dynasty 3890 here with another MLB 16 The Show Diamond Dynasty video. Today we're going to be doing something different. We're going to do a review of Diamond Dynasty. The game's been out for about 3 months now, so I figured let's talk about the pros, let's talk about the cons. If you guys did enjoy this video, hit that like button down below. If you think I missed anything, or if you agree with anything I put in this video, comment down below. If you say, I like what you said here, I disagree with what you said here, I want to know what you guys' opinion are. These are just my opinions. And also, if you do want to let Ramon Russell, like anyone at MLB The Show, or San Diego Studios, you want to link this video, tweet it at them. Their Twitter, Ramon's Twitter and MLB's Twitter will be in the description below. If you don't already follow them, you should follow them, just in case it did give you something important. We'll get into that in a little bit, but let them know what at least one person's opinion is of the game and what your opinions are of Diamond Dynasty, I should say, which is their biggest game mode this year. They put the most effort into it from last year this year. It does show. It is an improvement from last year. So we're going to start off with the pros. We're going to get into Battle Royale quickly. Battle Royale is a lot like Draft Champions. If you played Madden 16, that will be also in Madden 17. NHL 17 will have Draft Champions. You guys already know what it is. You pick 25 players. You play 3-inning games. I love it because you get the 3-inning games. They're quick, 10-15 minutes. You're able to move on, and you can get some really good rewards. I personally haven't, but I know a lot of people have. And I'm not just saying because I've gotten bad rewards that's awful. I know people have gotten good rewards. So I'm going to say rewards are a plus. It's something new. It's something different. New way to get cards. That's a pro for me. Moving on. Conquest. Love Conquest. It's a little bit of a grind. I personally have a problem with grinds. I enjoy grinding games. The sense of accomplishment when you finish grinding something, I do enjoy that. So this is the second time I've gone through it. I've already beaten it once. But the idea of that you can capture these strongholds and then get really good free cards, basically. You don't have to spend a lot of money to get good cards. Conquest is the reason because of that through all those missions. And that's another thing we're going to talk about. Are the missions real quick? Obviously, the collections, the 25 collection card rewards are great. For instance, the White Sox, you collect 25 bronze, commons, a few silvers. You get a dominant lefty reliever. You collect 25 Angels. You get God himself in Big Sexy Bartolo Colon. There's obviously great rewards there, and I love that. I also like the fact that they come out with new flashbacks every week. Every Friday, there's usually 4 or 5 new flashbacks. Usually new, not always the case, but I do enjoy that as well. I also love the fact that live series cards, this was in the game last year, change every week. That's the only game like Diamond Dynasty Ultimate Team that I know of that does that. It gives a good idea of that if you know what you're thinking. And for baseball, you know, like at the beginning of the year, Alexander Bogaerts was a silver. He's now a diamond. He was like, let's say you bought 20 of them at the beginning of the year for, let's just say 1,000 stubs. Well, now he's going for almost 20,000 stubs. He is going over 20,000 stubs now. That's a huge profit if you were smart at the beginning of the year and knew that he was going to have a good year and turn himself into an upper echelon player in the league. So there's obviously good. That's good that they always change this every week, and it's also nice that you can be like, maybe if you go away from the game mode for like a month or two, you come back and be like, holy cow, I have these new cards that I had the same card, but they're now really good and they're actually worth a lot. And you can then maybe sell them for more stubs, or you have nice cards to use. I also like the fact that because of the Conquest rewards, I mentioned this earlier, in the missions, that you can get really good cards for free. I think it's incredibly important in any Diamond Dynasty Ultimate Team game mode, getting cards without having to spend money. Obviously, these game modes are kind of like, I don't want to say a money grab because it comes off as, I guess the best way of saying it would be very business-like by San Diego Studios. But they kind of are a money grab, and I have spent money in the game. I know people who don't. I have no problems with people who don't. I have no problems with people who do. But I like the fact that they give people who choose not to a very easy way to get great cards. In fact, if you've looked at my lineup, Matt Holliday, Jose Bautista, Ernie Banks, Adrian Beltre, Yogi Berra, Prince Fielder, I've been using 93 Ichiro and 95 Kinsler at second base. Those are all free cards because I'm a businessman and I know that the value there is greater than the value of live series cards. So that's why I use them. I also like captain rewards. I like the fact that you can just play games to earn experience and to get tickets. And just by playing games, you can get good cards. Now, this week, they're not really good. I think there's only 1 gold you can get, and it's Garrett Cole. Not a bad pitcher. But if you just play some games, get to rank 30, 1,100 tickets, you get yourself an 88 overall pitcher. I think he was 89 or 90 earlier in the year too. I also like the fact, and this was in the game last year, but it's the only Ultimate Team Dynasty game mode that does it. Create your own logos. It's different. I know someone who's one of my followers on Twitch. I've played against him a few times. He has Yoshi as his logo. It looks badass. I like it. It's not like you're always just playing in Madden. You're playing against like the Raiders, the Patriots, the Cowboys. You're not always playing against the same jerseys. It's something different. And the last pro I'm going to mention is the fact that a lot of people who like to play against the computer, there's a good reward for it. For one, you can choose your difficulty and you can get some good like diamond. You have a better chance of diamonds, gold, silvers, and bronze cards. So you can play against every Major League team, and you can also play against anyone's Diamond Dynasty team. If you want to play against one of the most stacked teams, go to standings, just search like World Series, change it to a World Series, and then look on the top right where it has like the wheel of all their stats. Find some stacked teams, play against those teams on whatever difficulty you want, but you can kind of see, wow, that's a team that's really good. That's someone that I want to pick up that flashback cargo because I was playing against him in a game against the computer, and he was just raking me. He was just hitting, he was raking everything. So that is definitely something you can do, and you can get good rewards for winning those games. So those are the pros. We're now going to go on to cons. First thing I'm going to talk about is something that happened at the beginning of the year. If you guys got the game the first month, you hate these two words. Challenge failed. Do you remember that? Do you remember that? Let me go play a game real quick. Challenge failed. I'll try again in 10 minutes. Challenge failed. Half hour later. Challenge failed. 2 o'clock in the morning. Challenge failed. That was the game for the first 3 weeks you try to play online. Obviously, it's not always the case. It was so rampant, though, that San Diego Studios gave everyone a free 10-back bundle, and I think like 5 or 10,000 subs as well, because they acknowledged it was ass. In fact, it was ass in MLB 15. So you know what's going to probably happen? It's going to be ass in MLB 17. Just a heads up, guys. When MLB 17 drops next March 2017, it will probably have really bad servers for the first month. Just going to let you know. Also, glitches in this game. There were 2 glitches this year. I mentioned one in a previous video about a couple weeks ago how you could get the best cards in the game like Stalker, Jackie Robinson, 99 A-Rod. You also could have done that the first week of the year. There are also glitches in like the game where like the players just don't. I wouldn't call it a glitch. I would call it just like where like I'd call like bunt cheesers. That's not really a glitch. It's just bad programming. Where if you bunt, catchers don't react to it. But if you hit you do a full swing and you hit like a swinging bunt, the catcher's all over that play. I don't understand that at all. But if you do a lay down a bunt, catchers are out there like eating a snack. I feel like once they finish their Doritos, they'll then go get the ball. I don't like that at all. That annoys me. Also, just like infielders in general are relatively lazy on balls. Outfielders, if the ball's hit on a line right at them, sometimes just don't put the glove up or it hits them in the back. I've seen that before. A lot of things like that really annoy me. And I feel like in Battle Royale, that happens a lot more than any other game mode. I'm not sure because if it's like a 3-inning thing and like pitchers have lower stamina that like infielders and outfielders and catchers have just worse fielding. I don't know. I feel like for me personally, maybe you guys in the comments down below let me know. In Battle Royale games, do you seem to notice more errors or not? I feel like I have, but maybe it's just me. I don't know. I don't want to go too much into it because there's no like definite proof of that. Another thing I want to mention, I know I mentioned earlier that they do drop new cards every week, roughly new cards. I'm looking at you, Robin, but Madden comes out with new cards 6 days a week. I think it's 6 or 7. It'd be nice if we got more cards than just on Fridays. Maybe on Mondays they come out with new legends, Tuesday they come out with flashbacks, Wednesdays they come out with rookie cards, Thursdays maybe they come out with like future cards. What I mean by future cards, let's just say there's a top prospect right now. I'm trying to think on a team. Well, the Red Sox are my team. Let's just say Blake Swihart. I know he's a left fielder in this, but he's a catcher. Maybe they're going to be like 2020 Blake Swihart's going to be a 90 overall. Obviously, they can make up whatever they want. It gives them a lot of freedom to do whatever they want. And they can make like a future card. So like you can have a Blake Swihart like that's a 90 overall. You can even do it with like Carlos Correa, who's like an 89. You can be like 2018 Carlos Correa will be a 99 overall. It'd be cool if they came out with cards like that. I don't want to go too much into like what they would do in a future year. That would be a future video. But that's just something that came out with cards more than once a week. Another thing that's awful in this, it's not the game. It's just and I know I mentioned at the beginning of the video, Ramon Russell and just MLB The Show, they don't tweet out anything. They don't tweet out when new cards are live, when new packs are live, when players change. They don't tweet out when does Inside Edge happen. It'd be nice if we knew that, or any reason for Inside Edge. But like when players' overalls change, you don't see Ramon Russell tweet out, or the MLB The Show's Twitter page tweet out, hey, new roster updates are now live. Go check them out in the game. No, go to Data League's Twitter. They're the best. That's what I do every Friday. I look to see who's changed. The communication with this game is god awful compared to any other one, and I feel like that's the thing that's holding this game back so much is zero communication. There's some people in the community that seem to like try to be a liaison for MLB The Show and San Diego Studios. That shouldn't have to be. Why can't they just hire someone, Ramon Russell, to do it? I don't know. It's really frustrating. Moving on to another con. We mentioned as a pro are Captain Rewards, but the rewards in this game and for Captain Rewards can be garbage sometimes, but they're free cards. I'm not going to complain too much. But what really annoys me is that they're sometimes the same cards, or sometimes in the same week, the same cards. I think it was like 2 weeks ago, Jose Altuve and Anthony Rizzo both had a Chris Bryant as a reward. Why? Why do they need to be the same? Do they proofread? It's not proofread, but like double check which cards are coming out on Fridays or Saturdays whenever they drop. Do they double check like, oh, we have 2 Chris Bryants, let's fix that? I don't think they do. And that, you know what that is? It's called being lazy. And that's lazy on San Diego Studios' parts, excuse me. Another thing I did not like, Inside Edge. I like it in general. I dislike how it destroys relievers Inside Edge, especially the better relievers. I always tell people the best relievers in the game, Jonathan Papelbon and Billy Wagner, the flashbacks, because their Inside Edge never changes. So you see right here, they're always in 93, they're always in 95. If you go to relievers, you can just see some really good ones go down a lot. I don't have any really great relievers because I really don't use them. As you can see here, Greg Holland's another good one I like because he can't change because he's a free agent. But a lot of times, these high relievers get killed by Inside Edge. Don't know why. I feel like Inside Edge is like a beta, but I don't know. I really don't like it. Another thing I didn't like, actually we have to go to a different menu here, and this is something small, and I thought it was something to be fixed, but then they said like the first week, oh, we're not going to fix this. And they had it last year. So let's say you want to look at how good am I with Noah Syndergaard. Well, here are his attributes. Let me hit R1 real quick and see my stats. This is what you did last year. Now you get his Twitter page. You want to know how many shits I give about with Noah Syndergaard's tweets? If I care what Noah's tweeting about, I follow him on Twitter. I don't care if they put it into the show. And like, oh, here's a link or here's a picture. You do realize MLB The Show, San Diego Studios, I can't see these pictures that he's posting. For instance, on June 23rd, he posted a photo. It's just a link on this. I'd much rather see my stats of the player than a link that I can't see to a tweet. Does anyone here care what Zach Greinke's tweets are? Oh, Zach Greinke doesn't have a Twitter account. Oh. So now it's blank. Let me go see Catfish Hunter's Twitter page. Oh, yeah, that's right. He doesn't have a page. Let me go real quick and check Bartolo Colon's Twitter page. Oh, he should have a Twitter page. Let's just be real. Just him eating like tacos or just him at like a buffet line every day. I know I'm going off track, but Bartolo, please get a Twitter account. Please. All right, moving on. Free agent cards. I don't have a problem with having like free agent cards for players that are not like on a team. I kind of wish they were in a collection. Very small thing. It would just be nice if there's a collection to give some of these cards values. Because if I pull a card in these, I usually quick sell them, except for Greg Holland, because he's really good. That being said, should have a reward for the free agent cards. Give them a tiny bit of value. Just like maybe collect them all and get 5,000 stubs. Is that hard to put in? I don't think so. All right. Another small thing. Oop, not sponsors. Stadiums. Why are there PS3 only stadiums? I know a lot of people, not a lot, some people have this game on the PS3 and the PS4. Why does the PS3 get like special stuff? I would love to play at the old Yankee Stadium. I would love to play at Shea Stadium. I would love to play, not Sun Life. I'd love to play at the Metrodome, kind of. But the old Yankee Stadium, old Shea Stadium, I love it. Also, be nice if they got more legendary ballparks. That would be cool. Not a big con. I like the fact they have these. But why does the PS3 get like Yankee Stadium and Shea Stadium? I never understood that. And I've never understood any logic behind it, if anyone has any logic from like the developers themselves. And the last thing I'm going to get into for a con, guys, is playing head-to-head. I barely do it this year. Last year, my rating was like in the 1900s. I think I might have cracked 2,000 at one point. But there's no incentive to play head-to-head now because I mostly play Battle Royale or I play with you guys. I'll play with friends. And actually, there's another quick little glitch that happened I forgot to mention. Back when a month or so ago, you would play against a friend. One person would play on Legend difficulty, the other person would play on All-Star. They did fix it, but that was a glitch they had that was annoying. But if you play in head-to-head and you just bring your rating up, you don't get any, you don't get, a pack, or you don't get cards. In Madden, I'm going to compare it to Madden because I do play Madden a lot. You get the season vet cards. You get badges for playing or winning a certain amount of games. Winning a Super Bowl, you get badges. Put badges, you get 10 of them, you get a 88 or higher card. And then you could, if you get enough badges, you could then get an Odell Beckham. You get a 99 Odell Beckham, 99 Brady, 99 Marcus Allen. There are some really great cards you get from playing head-to-head in Madden. In Dynasty, there's no incentive, so I barely do it. That's just me. Now, what do you guys think? Do you agree, disagree with anything I've put in this video? Why not know in the comments down below. I don't have any arguments either. Let's try to be very friendly if we can in the comments. But like I said, this is what my opinion is of the game mode of Diamond Dynasty. Overall, it's a lot better than last year's, but it's not on the same level as either Madden's, FIFA's, or NHL's Ultimate Teams, for a myriad of reasons that I mentioned, but it has been an upgrade from last year. Hopefully next year they're taking a jump in it, and I will have a video out kind of telling you guys what I would like to see in the video next year's Diamond Dynasty in a future video. But that's it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Take it easy, and I'll see you in the next one.